known to the natives as the Shuko, known to the intruders as the on-site, and known to others as their cause of death. This creature is the last thing you want to encounter on your voyage. The Shuko is a great sea serpent that puts most ships to shame in terms of size. This creature is found on the lakes bordering the swamps of Trugonia. The natives have worshipped this creature as it has sunk in many invading fleets in history. It has the ability to detect when something has touched the surface of its waters and can capsize sea vessels with relative ease. Fighting this creature hardly seems worth it. Don't touch their water and they won't touch you. What is going on, everyone? I'm the Elder Cracker, and today we're going over another homebrew creature that I created. This one is called the Shuko, and it is a water-based creature for your aquatic campaigns, or just maybe a session where you want to actually include water but you don't know how to. Today we're going to go over this creature's stats, deeper lore, and how a DM can properly implement them into your next campaign session. Let's get right into it. Now, the Shuko is essentially a massive fish serpent. I say fish serpent because it cannot go out of the water. It is indeed a fish, but it is serpent-like in its design, its scales, and how it's more rope-like compared to most fish. Most Shuko have a dark green with a yellow underbelly and bright red plumage, or fins I should say. They are very territorial species, getting into about 30 feet of length. They're able to defend their own homeland with relative ease. Now, for the most part, the natives don't have too much of a problem with this creature, except when you try voyaging across its lakes or its rivers. See, for some reason this creature just simply does not like wood on top of its surface, and it actually has an ability, as you'll see later in this video, to detect when one of these vessels is on its surface, and it has the ability to capsize them as well with its weight and size. Now, of course, if you're encountering this creature in your own campaign, it's going to be in an aquatic-based scenario. Shukos are the apex predator of their land, and there's nothing else around that's going to compete with it. Hence why it's so heavily respected, and most people don't even want to bother this creature at all. But if you do find yourself in that situation, you're in for a tough round. Now, when designing this creature, I decided to get some heavy inspiration from the gulper eel and the viperfish. Okay, I probably shouldn't put like nightmare fuel as my hold on, there. Okay. The gulper eel and the viperfish. You can see the unhinged jaw that the Shuko has compared to a gulper eel, and the teethers that a viperfish has. I think it makes a good combination. And of course, the eye with the big white circular eye and the tongue. It's very Venom inspired, so thank you for that, Marvel Rivals. So yeah, that's the basic lore information about this creature. Let's move on to the stats. Now, when designing this creature, I wanted it to be an ambush predator, and you can see how it works and implements those themes in its kit. If you look over to the right, this creature is immune to fire and lightning damage completely. My lore excuse behind this is that it has such massive scales, it simply reflects that type of damage off of it. Now, this creature also boasts two interesting abilities. The first one is Surface Sense, which allows the creature to pick up on any vibrations coming from the surface of the water within 60 feet. So if you fall into the water, if a boat lands into the water, or anything like that, it's going to be able to pick up on it. This is great for the DM to use to instigate a fight. In addition to this, the creature has massive bulk, which basically makes all targets roll a strength check after every single attack. If they fail the strength check of 12, they will be knocked prone or capsized depending if the creature is sentient or not. I did this because I wanted the creature to actually feel like it's hitting you. I didn't want it to just bite you and then go to the next turn. If this thing bites you, the 30-foot fish monster thing, it's gonna hurt. Now, this creature has two simple attacks on the surface, but it goes a bit deeper than that, no pun intended. The first attack is a bite, giving a +6 to attack and 2d6 +3 in damage. However, it's not just a simple bite. Whenever this creature bites you, it also pulls you 10 feet underwater. This creature also has the ability called Tail Slam. Tail Slam gets a +6 to attacks, a 1d10 +3 in damage. However, it will do double the damage if the creature or object is on the surface of the water. There's two forms of counterplay to this creature. One, target the eyes because it's the only part of it that doesn't have any scaling on it. And two, do not stay on the surface of the water. Again, its prey is the surface of the water, and if you face it into the deeps, it actually puts this creature at a slightly more disadvantage. The only exception is if it bites you and bites you and bites you and pulls you under the water until you drown. But other than that, again, this creature's not meant to be easy, it's supposed to be fun. Now, this creature comes with 30 hit points, an armor class of 15, an initiative of +2, and a movement speed of 40 feet. Well, it's swimming speed. You're not going to see this thing on the land because, you know, you don't want beached fish. Maybe your DM wants the Shuko to land on the surface and start fighting you guys. If he does, that's your campaign. Up to y'all. But yeah, that is the Shuko for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the creature. If you want to use it in your campaign, you're more than welcome to. That's the whole point of the channel. Speaking of the channel, if you like what you're seeing, like and subscribe. I hope to see you soon. Elder Cracker is out.